I'm Leonard.
What do you guys do?
Film, co-founded Motherland,
Gang.
skate, all that hood rat shit.
Well, I do.
Motherland.
Hmm?
Tell us about Motherland.
Motherland's just like a skate brand and like a collective. You basically just do everything, but just pushing streetwear, goms, like doing it the right way.
Yeah, we're like one of the first skaters in Nigeria, and the first skate crew.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
time at the.
First
Okay,
ever
so,
actually fucking do it, to be honest.
What has brought you to London?
School.
Yeah.
School.
That's the only way like we can probably like sell it here just to school. Cause if you come in on like some work and shit, like might not make sense.
Were you in London before?
No, I was in Nigeria.
Were you in London before?
Before what?
Were you in the UK before?
Yeah, I've been here like over like summer and shit.
Were you schooling in the UK?
Yeah.
Come on.
I was school in Nigeria now.
Were you ever schooling in the UK?
Yeah. I did 1 year A levels.
What happened?
I wasn't fucking with it, so I had to go in Nige.
Leo, have you been in the UK?
Yeah.
How was that for you?
Sick.
Who were you staying?
When?
Let's say
That's an
around
interrogation.
2018.
2018, I was
Tell us what you do.
Head boo.
I
Good,
skate.
good.
I skate. I make art. I run Motherland,
Okay,
and I model sometimes.
cool. How was it for you when you first came to the UK?
That was crazy, man. It was like a dream.
You see me in my head. Yeah, so where were you staying? To describe the experience to us.
Bro, man, I was homeless for like, since I was like 16. So it's just like literally when I came to London last year that I finally got a place to stay. I was just going from house to house. My guy's house was sick.
It was fun, right?
That's fucking fun. I mean, I used to stay in your house, guy. Your pops used to catch me high.
Yeah. Shout out Babuza for this one.
Bro,
Do you want to speak about my dad?
Bro, no. Your dad shall not be spoken of on live TV in any type of anything.
Okay.
You guys' dad is devil.
How is it going with your airbrush and your everything that you're doing now?
It's
pretty
fine.
sick.
That's fine.
Like, what's the vibes? What's the level of the time?
I'm just taking my time, man.
What's the goal, bro?
I don't know yet. I'm just taking my time. I'm just doing stuff because I like doing stuff, and I'm just taking my time.
Perfect.
There's some girlfriends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have a girlfriend?
We're married to the game. I'm cool.
Yeah, so would you guys like to speak about what you feel Nigeria is right now at the moment?
Nigeria.
Nigeria is just crazy at the moment, man.
Nigeria is just like, I mean, I remember I was in Nigeria, like, I left, so I was like literally staying on the streets and chilling with my guys, like, and then I was like kind of open to all the raw, like,
Nigeria stuff.
yeah, Nigerian like shit, and like it was so intense. There'll be so many times I got like arrested. My friends came to bail me out. Me and this guy got pulled over. Like we had like some kind of like, it was so close to like crazy experiences, like near like it's crazy. And then like literally I came here and I just like realized like it's kind of like so different, because over there you're like actually on the edge.
Yeah, you're on your own.
It's like every single thing you're doing is like a life and death, like especially if you're homeless.
Yeah.
You
so
dig?
like you're rolling
Yeah.
dice, right?
Yeah, like rolling dice. Anything can happen to you anytime. So for me, it's just like Nigeria's kind of intense, and I get why like people are like doing what they're doing right now.
Onyedi, would you like to speak to us about what it was like growing up in Nigeria as a mixed race?
Bro, like just growing up in Nigeria is like, I don't know, you get a lot of people looking at you, especially for someone like me, like, and they always just have like that kind of prejudice idea, or like, you know, this person, they're rich, or like they're this, they're that, when like obviously they didn't know you and shit like that. But I don't know, like I've always been hanging out with these niggas, so it was just like normal. I never really like deep shit like that, just because it was just how I was living at that time. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of crazy how we kind of like broke free, because not everyone that like enters the like the Nigerian like system actually leave it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's like I'm quite mad that we actually like left that kind of mindset.
Yeah, and being honest with us right now, saying to people that are there that would like to leave, like, be honest, is there a way out of Nigeria?
Man, God, the only way out is like a mad way out. It's like a crazy way out. Like we actually need to like kill all the old
The older
niggas.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like literally,
Like,
we actually have to kill them. That's actually it. And if we're able to kill them, I swear to God, the next young person that's president, like literally everything will change. It's
But
quite
do you
crazy.
feel like if being Nigerian, growing up Nigerian, that thing that we all have as Nigerians, do you feel like if when you get into that kind of power, someone else that's Nigerian gets into that kind of power,
Yeah.
it would not just be the same case again?
No, I don't think it'll be the same case. I mean, look at us now. We're so different from them. If it was the same case, it'd be just like them. You dig?
True.
Yeah, fair enough.
And Onyedi, you?
Yeah, same thing, and it's just like a different time. Like
Yeah.
obviously everything's just progressing, and people's mindsets and everyone's just being open to basically everything. So if someone were to be like in power, like in our generation, like it would definitely be like radical.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the things that happen in Nigeria with Alte and all that, do you think there's disadvantages to it?
Yeah, we were
I
saying
mean,
this shit. We were saying
yeah.
this shit in the interview before. Like, fuck, I'm both. What was the question?
Yeah, let me. I think he
I was about to
said.
say something.
So basically, the people who think the alternative in Nigeria, right?
Yeah,
And like
yeah, yeah.
it creates like a whole subculture, and like it's now like a thing where like every teen in Lagos, Nigeria, they're trying to be something very creative, and it's like all cool, but like at the same time, I don't think anyone is focusing on trying to be like doctors or lawyers or even normal. Niggas don't want to be
Yeah.
normal anymore. Like you see niggas who are like just fucking like 12 taking like Molly is just like nigga like stop that shit. You feel me?
Yeah, it's just like forcing it when that's not
Yeah,
really.
and that's not
like,
really the P. So it's like the whole point of like everyone doing stuff is for you to be yourself, not
Yeah,
to
like
be
obviously
someone
we're not
else.
saying like don't be on that shit, but like obviously like do your thing.
Yeah, but let's
like,
be
if you
honest with
actually
yourself.
know, yeah, exactly,
don't
like,
lie to yourself when you do
yeah.
stuff.
What
Don't
would
copy
you,
trends.
What would you like to say to the kids that actually get A's, the kids that are actually smart, the kids that actually don't have that creative energy that would try to have it just because it's cool now?
I mean, behind every or any creative person or company is like a very smart person doing everything else.
Yeah.
And I think that's the major company itself. The creative people are like cool, but like the people behind are the ones that
Yeah,
actually
like you
running
can still
shit.
be
Like,
smart and be
Yeah.
involved with that type of shit.
yeah,
like,
but you
can
don't.
Still be
Yeah,
involved,
you don't
like,
need
there's no
to
saying
overly. You
can't,
don't need
like,
to be
yeah,
the
it's-
star. Stop having the main story syndrome. Like wake up. You dig?
So, like, the youth that is in Nigeria that are currently experiencing everything that's happening, do you think we had, when I say we, I don't mean just us, I mean everyone generally, do you think we had an influence on how they perceive things now?
Yeah, definitely, guy. Don't you remember how many house parties we went to, guy? I think at some point in my life, I kind of knew that there were many kids like watching me. Like in the particular year, like there were so many like smaller kids coming to me to like dap me up, and they're like, I know like this kid's actually trying to like emulate me, and obviously the path I chose was like kind of like, okay, being creative, to be honest. So it's just like it's cool like seeing someone and having an icon as well, but like and like. What am I saying? I'm booted. Okay, let me rephrase that. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Right? Am I making sense? I'm making sense, right? Okay, yeah. But like, it's another thing where like, we kind of made people in Nigeria want to have tattoos and swear and do piercings.
Yes.
We did that. Let's not lie
Yes.
to ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Many of them actually look up to the three of us, and they actually started doing stupid shit because of us.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
That's the
And I think it's
disadvantage of
our
Yeah.
fault, more or less. Like if niggas want to be crazy, it's because they like look up to us. But there's nothing we can do about that. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like, it's anyhow.
No, I'm talking about older people in the creativity. Do you think they have kind of a hold on, not a hold, but do you think they sometimes see our behavior as the younger ones? Because there's two levels to this thing, right? So
Yeah.
There's the older guys who kind of like push us,
Yeah.
and then there's the younger ones and the ones after.
Yeah.
So do you think the older ones have a sort of, at the moment, an agenda against us because there is a certain level of things, madness we've pushed it to now that they have no control over?
Yeah, I feel like from the very beginning, like in general, with the way the world has shifted, like the social cycle, right?
Yes.
Many older people had to do things in such a way that they only like became bigger when they became like 30, like kind of old. So like they hustled Naomi Campbell. Like for her, it was kind of very hard, like being a model and like just being in a world that was white dominated. So there were so many things like she had to like do, and so many situations she had to be in. Like, do you understand? And then now for our generation, that's based on the fact that there are people who came to break the ice. So kind of benefiting from that. It's easy for us being like 18, 19, and people already know who we are. So for the older guys, I feel like it's kind of like painful to them, kind of like giving away spots for people who are younger than us, like them, you feel me? There's so much pride. So there's so many older people holding spots that so many young people could be in.
Yeah.
And I think that's
It's
the
just-
only
yeah.
agenda.
So now,
Yeah.
you being at this age,
Yeah.
do you think Walter is gonna drop to the other ones younger than him?
Bro,
Mm.
to be honest, I don't care, man. Like, I really don't watch
Yeah,
that
my
kind
thing
of
is
shit.
just
Like,
that, like even like something I realized just like growing up and shit, like there's so much you can do, but like there's just some things you can't do until you reach a certain
yeah,
age.
like people should stop watching the numbers.
Yeah.
Numbers actually don't mean shit. Like nowadays, people can actually like fake numbers. Like it's mouth to mouth stuff. It's like physical stuff that matters. When you're doing stuff that you can actually see, that's when like
Yeah.
stuff actually matters. All this social stuff, internet stuff is just like a facade. Like really and truly, like
What would you like to do to benefit the ones that come after you?
man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyone who emulates me, they're just going to enter a life of pain. So your choice.
Oh, wow.
Your choice. Like,
Oh, my joint. Sorry.
And the last question, which is for both of you, properly, that I have, which is very serious. The drugs epidemic, that's how we call it, the epidemic.
Epidemic for real.
It's
Yeah,
true.
That is
yeah.
happening in Nigeria with
I
all
was
the
surprised to
kids.
see drugs in Africa, first of all.
Yeah.
I thought this was a Cali thing.
Exactly.
I was like,
yeah, everybody's just popping drugs.
Yeah, what
What would
about
you like
it?
to say to any kid that's 16 that would be like, oh shit, Leo Onyedi has done Molly and he's cool now, and I
Yeah.
want to do Molly with my friends, and I want to do that even if they had no original interest in it. What would you like to tell them?
I think.
First of all, like be careful. Like
Yeah.
don't like take too much. Like
Yeah.
just bull up. You don't need to like force anything, bro. Cause that
Yeah.
shit is not like a game. You can't play around with
Bro,
it.
Trust me, the reason why niggas actually take that shit, like, it's just chance. It's literally just chance, guy. We stumbled across that shit. It's not like we saw and we like actually changed that
Yeah.
beat. So like literally, if you
Yeah.
want to run that beat, guy, the side effects are real, man. All my niggas are like paranoid as shit.
It's
So it's just like,
Mm.
yeah, it's
so
crazy.
last thing, what would you want to do in the future? That's all. Just
I don't know, man.
you're so good at this.
Right?
Fire.
You're killing it.
Come on, come
You're
on.
killing
Come
on.
What's the question again?
Yeah, so what's the last thing we have to?
as an OG, when you, cause you might not gonna reach OG.
I just want to have like be in a position where niggas can look at my shit and be like, yeah, like
Yeah.
it was real, like you knew what it was doing type shit.
Yeah, I want to learn how to swim.
Yeah.
That's my only P.
That's all. Thank you.
Fire.
Slut.
Wait, let's do one group portrait, everybody in it.